we have an enormous number of liabilities. They're not just in the form of debts, although there are a lot of debts. They're also in the form of pension obligations.
Aren't they debts? I mean,
they're a type of debt. Right. They're an obligation.
Right.
And then there's also the healthcare obligations. And we have a demographic that's changing. And so that's changing. And then as a backdrop, we have really two different economies, okay? There's the economy, which I'll call for the bottom 60%. And then there's the top 40%, where you can make it the top 20% and the bottom 80%. Two different economies, two different worlds. That disparity in wealth and circumstances is the greatest since the 1935 to 40 period. The top 1/10...
Which you think is the most interesting comparable period.
Which I think is the most interesting comparable period.
Correct?
Yes, that's right. The top 1/10 of 1% of the population has a net worth that is equal to the bottom 90% combined. If you look at the economy of the bottom 60%, just say, what does that economy look like? It's a miserable economy. It's a miserable set of circumstances. There's not been growth. Death rates are rising. Suicides, opiates, and so on. It is a miserable economy. And so we're in a period that is analogous to that period where there's a gap. So when we talk about the economy, we should really start to think about the two economies, and that we need to deal with that other economy. There's technology that is wonderful, but it is at the same time replacing people. And so when we deal with algorithmic decision making and we deal with that process, you can expect that that's going to increase the wealth gap, and it's going to increase that. And so the biggest economic, social, and political issue of our time is that split and how to deal with it.
Can our society survive if it doesn't do something about that split?
I believe that's right.
That is the question.
That's the question.